Hello, Randy Gorman. I'm back at you with another Battleground 318 workout release and standards video. Today we're releasing the workout called Hell to Pay. Hell to Pay is 6 rounds, 4 times. You're going to start this 6 rounds for time if you're RX with double unders, 60 of them specifically. If you're doing it scaled, you're going to do 60 single unders. Once you get done with your doubles or singles, you're going to move on to deadlifts. The RX weight for men, 295, and for ladies it is 225. If you're doing the scaled, then the weights for you are 185 and 135 respectively. And then last but not least, all of us get to finish this workout with 6 bar facing burpees. There is a 10-minute time cap on this workout, so no matter whether you're finished with your 6 rounds or not, at the end of that 10-minute time frame, you are done regardless of where you are. So your goal is to try to get through this as quickly as possible. 6 rounds for time, 60 double unders to 6 single unders, 6 deadlifts, 6 bar facing burpees. This is a you go, I go workout. You break up the reps however you and your partner see fit, and then you finish the workout, hopefully, before the time cap. We'll get to some movements and standards and rules here in just a second.
All right, starting with single unders. If you are doing single unders, the rope must pass under your foot 1 time every time you jump. If you trip up, it is a no rep, and your ref will tell you to start back over at the last good rep. And moving on to double unders. Not a lot to cover here. The only difference in the rules is the rope must pass under your foot 2 times for every time you jump. Again, if you trip up, the ref will say no rep and you'll start back where you left off before you tripped up. Again, pretty simple here. Moving on to the deadlift. Morgan's going to show you some good reps here. Just as a note, there are no sumo deadlifts allowed during this particular event, conventional only. She is going to push the bar away from the floor with her legs, lock out her knees and her hips at the top of every rep, and these are good reps. We'll show you some examples of no reps in just a second. All right, these be some no reps. If you'll notice here, she is not locking her knees or her hips completely out at the top of the rep. This constitutes a no rep. Don't do this. Now, hopefully these deadlifts are heavy enough that you won't be able to do this, but we don't want any bouncing of the reps. We don't want you to slam the bar on the floor to get a rebound off the floor, and we don't want you to do what Morgan did here and let the bar go and try to catch it. If you do any of these things, those are no reps. And last but not least, the movement everyone loves to hate, the burpee. In particular, the bar facing burpee. There will be a line on the floor, as you can see in front of Mackenzie. She is demoing some good reps here, making sure both hands are on either side of the tape and both feet as well. Chest is touching the floor. She's springing back up, jumping up to the bar, and then jumping over. Everyone, scaled or RX, has to jump over the barbell. No stepping over allowed. You can also choose to step down and step up your burpees, as Kenzie is showing you here. Again, making sure that as she lands, her feet and hands are on opposite sides of the tape. Again, jumping over the bar, even if she's stepping down. These are totally acceptable. Just make sure your hands and feet are on either side of the line that will be on the floor in front of you. And these will be considered good reps as long as you jump over the bar. All right, unfortunately, Morgan drew the short straw on demoing no reps. This is an example of what we're talking about not splitting the tape with your hands and your feet. Notice one side of her body is clean off to the left. She does jump over the bar, which is good, but as she lands, she is again not making sure to split the tape with her hands and her feet. That is a no rep. And to reinforce the visual of a good rep with the hands and the feet, this is what we mean. Both feet are on either side of the tape, both hands are on either side of the tape. And she gets up out of the burpee, jumps over the bar, and does it again.
Okay, Morgan here suffering again for you because she's a nice person. See how she didn't get her chest to the floor in the burpee? You can't do that in Battleground 318. So let's work on getting our chest all the way onto the floor. Again, making sure we're splitting the tape, touching the floor with our chest, and then bouncing back up out of the burpee or stepping up and then jumping back over the bar. Those are good reps.
And here we have Morgan again taking another one for the team. She does a good burpee here, but then when she gets to the bar, she's just like, I think I'm gonna step over this. But if you do that in the competition, that is 100% a no rep for scaled and RX. So make sure when you come up out of your burpee and you're going to get over the bar that you jump over the barbell. That is a standard. Jump over the bar, do not step.